Robin.
Jack.
We are the Inwits, and today on this 37-degree windy day, we've got ourselves some ice pops.
North wind.
Woo! Hot summery Melbourne with wind and maybe thunderstorms later. Anyway, we've just finished the app and now we're ready to go. Let's get into it, shall we? After last week's huge double episode that's been talked about all over the world.
Well, I think we said what we needed to about, didn't we?
Yeah, we said what we needed to do. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
Exactly.
We can move on.
So, really there wasn't much to say after Tribal. Like, remember when they got back from Tribal?
No, there's not much. There was just still the talk of Janet and Karishma being the people to get rid of. I can kind of understand Janet. I can kind of understand that, but this Karishma nonsense, it's got to stop. And I don't know if that's a charade. Like, because Missy said, I was always going to take you to the end.
That's what I was going to say. Like, Missy in the Tribal said to Karishma, I was going to take you to the end. And I'm like, everybody knows what Karishma is.
But the thing is, yeah, everyone knows what Karishma is, but when you think about it, they all said when the tribe was split up, it was going to be simple between Janet and Karishma.
I know, it's stupid.
And even Noura's like, we've got to get rid of Karishma. I can't handle it anymore.
Noura.
Well, it is Noura, but
I don't understand why anybody.
You say that, but Noura was the instigation to get rid of Aaron.
True, but wanting to get rid of Karishma, I can't fathom it. Why, when this is pre them being told they're going to split up, right? Janet, sure, she's going to have a good story now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, obviously, because he's a big physical threat. I mean, there's plenty of people to pick from other than Karishma.
Yeah.
What's Karishma's threat? Zero.
She is the.
She's not social.
Yeah.
She's not outwitting anyone.
No.
And she's not outplaying anyone.
She's not doing anything.
Yeah.
And look, and now she can go and say she got an idol. But she only bloody got that idol because someone told her to go do something.
Noura.
And Noura told her to. Yeah, Noura, who wants to get rid of her.
Right.
So frustrated that she doesn't do anything, sends her to go do something. You know what, Noura? This is a good lesson. If you ever watch this back, watch your season back and analyse it. If someone's not doing anything, yeah, that's annoying. But let them keep doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because they do nothing, they're not going to find anything. They're not going to, by happenstance, find an idol.
Exactly. And look, she was doing about as much in that camp as she was socially to win the game, which is nothing. Leave her be.
Let her do nothing.
That's something you just don't have to worry about anymore.
Yeah, just suck it up for 12 more days.
Right? Well, no.
Like, I don't think Karishma will play the idol correctly, but she could. She could surprise us. But with her track record, 27 days in, she hasn't proven to do anything very well Survivor-esque. But
I'm not confident about that.
Neither am I. But the thing is, you would have just saved yourself her even finding it. I mean,
that's right.
It's hard to find an idol. We hear it's hard to find an idol.
Look, it's pretty much Noura though. Oh, you annoy me, so now I'm going. But you notice how she was always talking to Karishma after that. Yeah. Oh, Karishma's annoying, so now I have to talk to her more.
Yeah.
How about leaving her alone and just leave her sit there?
Yeah, just let her be annoying. Yeah. Just don't get annoyed that she's.
If you're annoyed, other people are too.
If she wants to have a sleep standing up, let her have a sleep standing up.
I have never seen that. I have never seen that. Maybe it's a thing on YouTube. I must Google it from now on, but I've never seen anybody sleep standing up effectively.
Yeah.
On a post. I mean, sitting on a post and just going to sleep. I was like, people do that?
But if she wants to, let her. That's what I say.
Oh, no, let her. I'm just like amazed humans can do it.
Yeah. But the thing is, Noura's gone out and...
I know.
Look, if 4 out of 5 people didn't want to do anything, you know what? Do something. You have better odds of finding stuff. If someone's really not doing anything, let them do nothing. Because the minute you make them do something, there is a chance, and this happened, that they could come across something.
They could talk to the wrong person at the wrong time. They're just shutting up and sitting in camp. No one's going to say anything secret to them.
Exactly.
Right? You send them out to get water, all of a sudden they bump into something, all of a sudden it's like, hey, Karishma, let's get rid of blah.
But then in typical Karishma fashion, she comes back with 2 coconuts. She's been gone for an hour, and she panics, and she says, I'm sick. And then everyone says, we're going to get medical. And now she's got to backpedal.
I'm going to defend her a little here. I remember another show, and there have been plenty of shows, right? Where people said they're crook. They're sick, right? And nobody's ever said to them, we're going to get the medical team for you. Like, they've all just gone, are you all right? Is there anything I can do for you? do you want medical? Nobody's ever said, and this is what they said at the water.
Yeah,
we're going to make
you don't
that
have a
decision
choice
for you.
anymore.
Yeah. We're going to do that for you. I was like, poor Karishma.
But I know it's more Karishma, but she's got this track record. I mean, she cut her hand.
I know.
And instead of saying, I need to go see someone, she said, I've cut to the bone, please someone help me.
Yeah.
So she hasn't given anyone enough information to say, yeah, she'll look after herself.
Yeah, exactly. That's true, actually.
It's like, well, Karishma, she's becoming like the whole crying wolf situation.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, look,
time. Look, that's probably a good point.
It's like, you were hopeless last time.
But she did get her hand pretty badly, kind of moaned about nobody noticing. Didn't really say
it wasn't badly.
No.
I mean, she doesn't have the bandage on.
I know,
now.
but all I mean
she has
is
the
like
bandage on for three days.
She never really said get me medical. You know what I mean? Like anyway,
No.
I don't know, but
she said it's to the bone.
It's to the bone. Yeah, I know. It's to the bone. You'd be having surgery. So no, look. Apart from that, I mean, I don't know why the tribe's going. Why these 9 people or whatever it is now.
It's bizarre.
Have got this idea that Karishma needs to go.
Doesn't need to go. You're keeping her to the end. I mean, even Boston Rob said that at the end of the episode. She's going to the end. Of course she is.
Of course she is.
Yeah. If you don't get rid of someone like that in the first couple of days, the first couple of votes, you're taking them to the end.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the thing. Missy said it to her at the end of that tribal, right? I'm sure if you could take them all aside and poll them right now, who they want to sit next to when it comes to the end, 9 out of 10 will say Missy, Karishma. You know what I mean? No,
and the other one will probably say Noura.
Yeah, the other one will say Noura, right? But I just mean like, there's nothing to gain by getting rid of her.
And because it's funny, like, we even have Dan, who in the end said the GOAT Alliance is starting to form. Dan's also a GOAT.
Oh yeah, he's done nothing.
He's done nothing. He's done something that people think he's done, but that's purely Callie who did that.
Yeah, but well, I mean, he's in game terms. He's done nothing.
He's done nothing. The only thing is, as he did say, once Aaron's gone, I'm now the threat, and I don't want to be the threat. But you're not the threat. Just because you look physically strong.
Dan's the threat.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
You're like
Dean's going to go before Dan for a physical threat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tommy definitely is going to go
before
Dan.
Exactly, right? So, no, I don't think Dan's going to anything to worry about that.
So, yeah.
Look, the only people I see thinking clearly on the tribe at the moment is probably Missy's, who's gone.
Missy, who's gone, yep.
Unfortunately, like, even though I thought she was a good player, this episode demonstrated a couple of blind spots on her part.
Yeah, and we're all going to have them. We're going to have them.
Of course.
But yeah.
But mainly social blind spots. As you said, like, she didn't... The way she went at Karishma meant she didn't sum up Karishma's character correctly.
No. The plan was sound. Karishma is on the bottom.
Yeah.
I want to use Karishma to split up something and to get Karishma... Because if someone thinks they're going home, I just want them to not think they're going home and give them a place to feel safe. You came at her very aggressively with your... And fair enough, you're really excited that you have a chance to make a move, and that's always exciting. But it's Karishma.
It's Karishma.
You've got to go back to that time she cut her hand and she wanted so much sympathy. You can't tell a plan. And we've said this, I've said this many a times on this show. The best way is to get that person on the bottom and make them feel like we're working together.
Exactly. Not tell them that they're a trooper that has to vote your way. Get them and make them feel like they're part of something, even if it's a complete lie.
Which Elaine did perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Elaine was kind of like brought her in. She didn't go to her and go, you're going to vote Missy. She went to her and says, well, look, I don't know about you, but I'm going to vote Tommy.
Yeah,
I think this is a great opportunity.
And also, Missy doesn't treat you very well either. You don't deserve to be treated like that.
That's right. That's the other side.
I don't deserve to be treated like that. Thank you. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for validating me. I'm with you.
That's Elaine summing up Missy and understanding what hooks to use.
Yeah.
And it worked perfectly.
Yeah, like Missy's plan was great, but that's like I said, we said while watching textbook.
Exactly.
That's what you're doing. You're definitely getting Karishma because she's on the bottom. She thinks she's going home. She's vulnerable. She wants a lifeline. Very easy to manipulate and use. But you gotta know your audience.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was missed there.
That was.
And in the end, sends her home.
Well, this is the other funny thing is Missy in the trial said she didn't see it coming, which was really bizarre.
That is bizarre.
Right, that was a real... That showed me that there's a real kind of blank spot in her thinking because if the swing vote, if the one that you want to pull in doesn't want to talk to you, doesn't want anything, doesn't want to, can't be bothered talking to you, you got to sit there and think, well, somebody else has offered us something, because up until now she's been on the bottom.
Yeah, but it's just whether someone has offered something before you got to that. That's one way of thinking, and you got to think that. You also got to think, I've just told her my plan.
Oh yeah,
she's not happy about it.
Right.
Who will she talk to next? Will she give up information and throw me under the bus?
Well, that's the thing. Missy kind of completely discounted the possibility that that Karishma might actually go and talk to somebody else about what she just told
What just happened? That was craziness. To have her to have her go, oh, Karishma's a fool. She's got to stay here and listen to me because I'm giving her everything. You're the fool for not realizing your aggression upset her, and she's an emotional person, even though she said in her one-on-one confessional that she wants this vote to be strategic. She doesn't,
intellectual.
She doesn't want to think with emotion. She wants to be strategic. Still emotional. Sorry, Karishma, that was still an emotional one. You still didn't get along with Missy, and that's why you voted that way.
Look, as I was saying to you earlier, I think there was no difference to her between Tommy and Missy.
There's no difference, but in her mind, she could have potentially gone, if I vote with Missy, I'm voting with someone I don't really like for strategic purposes, and the jury will see me making a move.
That's a possibility.
Not a great move.
No.
But it is something that in her realm that she could think of.
But on the other hand, look, I'm not going to blame her too badly for this. No, because I think from Karishma's point of view, Tommy and Missy doesn't matter. And from her point of view, it was kind of like, well, they're equal strategically for me. So I'll just get rid of the one that's most annoying. You know what I mean? I think that's the tipping point.
Oh, well, I also think Elaine was really nice to me.
Oh, look, no, don't get me wrong. I think, Elaine brought her egg, didn't she, right?
Yeah.
Elaine, if Elaine keeps working on Karishma, this is something that she can use.
Yeah, she can
all the way to the end.
She can go with Karishma right to the end and then win a million. And she's got, as I was saying, everything we see of Elaine is so bloody positive. She's getting a very good edit. She's day one, she's likable.
Yep.
Day one, she was like, I am just the one everyone's going, fan favorite from the moment.
Well, I think it's obvious from the first couple of episodes when somebody was
Aaron, we think it was.
Aaron, no, it was Aaron and the guy who's gone. The first guy voted out.
Yeah.
Forget his name, but anyway, they were like, "Oh, you got to get rid of Elaine. She's just
too popular."
Yeah, too popular. But ever since then, we haven't really heard anything about it. She's still popular, but she's sitting in that middle ground where, I'm not a big threat. I'm not on the bottom.
Which in this season is possibly because there's a lot going on this season. Now that we've, thank God for Merge, the two episodes, the season has picked up with it, and you're always right, and I'm always quick to kind of judge. The first few episodes, I was really struggling.
Yeah.
More than any season I've ever struggled with before. But it's really picked up, and I'm enjoying it now. But where was I? What was I talking about?
We were talking about
Elaine.
In the middle ground.
Yeah, but in this season, when you have all this stuff going on, Elaine being popular is just not rocking the boat.
No, it's not. That's what
This boat is going through wave after wave. I mean, we've had racial with Jamal. We've had a massive Me Too movement double episode. We go back to touching on race again. And now there's just this stuff has got a lot of stuff going on that someone who's just not rocking this boat. That's really right. This is an emotional season for the players. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. She's in the middle ground. She's not rocking anybody's boat. Everybody likes her, right?
She's dangerous, but there's other stuff that's getting up and
there's other things in the way.
And the thing that's in the way is strategic players.
Exactly, right? So
who do I want to get out? Do I want to get someone I like out who's likable, who could get jury votes? Or do I want to get someone out who's really good at playing the game?
Yes.
A Callie, a Missy, now Elizabeth, now a Lauren.
That's right.
These 4 girls who are strategically minded, am I wanting to get them out instead?
Exactly, right. So no, look, I think the other thing here is what was I going to say? Back to you, sorry.
Back to me. Well, that's all I really have with that. It's I just don't think in Elaine is when you
Oh,
break it
and
all
we see,
down.
sorry, we see it in the end credits of this episode where we see a goat's alliance form.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the goats realise, hang on, we haven't actually annoyed anybody.
Yeah.
We're not a
And
threat to
I
anybody.
don't consider Elaine a goat, but other people might.
Other
consider
people
her a goat,
may?
'cause strategically, she's
I
probably
wouldn't.
not.
I wouldn't have her sitting next to me though. No way.
No, she's not a goat to me.
Not to me. I mean, she's going to look at the tribe and go hi, and they're
Yeah.
all going to wave back.
Physical, strategic, social.
Yeah.
Elaine is full of the social, and
That's what
that
I mean.
is the
Killer.
social is the killer.
Killer. If you out of all the categories, the
Yeah.
one you cannot sit next to is a social
player.
player. Right? Like, I'm not kidding. Everybody on that jury would wave back to her and go, hi, Elaine.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You've just lost your vote right there.
The most strategic player of all, one of the most strategic players of all time, goes back to back. Villainous, of course.
Yeah, villainous.
Goes back to back seasons, final 2, final 3. No one's voting for him.
No, of course not.
No one's voting for him because they hate his guts. His social
Yes.
cred is so low.
Exactly.
He gets nowhere.
It gets nowhere.
So social isn't a goat, and if they see Elaine as a goat, another thing is foolish of them.
If they see Elaine as a goat, they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah.
They shouldn't.
There are goats. There are Karishma, Noura,
Karishma.
Dan. These are goats.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the 3 goats I'm calling out.
Yeah. Look, interestingly enough, Lauren probably does look like a goat.
She can look like a goat, but I think we've seen a lot of strategic
we
stuff.
have,
but
they haven't.
We don't know.
You know, and so to other players like Dan and that,
Yeah.
Lauren may actually look like a goat.
She
right?
could look like a goat, but I think...
And that would be another big mistake.
I think they see her strategically, I'm pretty sure, because she was
No,
involved in a lot of that kind of stuff.
I think the good thing for Lauren here is I think she was always in, like, Missy's shadow. Like, Missy was quite obviously
Yeah, Missy was bold, and and Elizabeth is kind of Missy's right hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But Lauren is the whisperer in the background.
Whisper in the background, right?
Yeah, she's like the puppet master.
Exactly.
Whereas Missy takes the brunt. Where
Exactly.
now she can't take the brunt.
And on the other side, you know, when she was doing stuff, there was always Janet out front.
Yep.
You know, stuff like that. She's never actually had to stand out the front and go, hey guys, you know?
Exactly.
So she's another one. But look, it's shaping up to be an interesting run to the final.
What do you think about the Aaron Janet vote? Much to talk about there? Not really, is there?
Not really. Like, I mean...
Yeah, like we're going back to Dave, threat level. A physical threat for some unknown reason pulls way more attention, and it's not unknown. It's not an unknown reason. The reason is if you're a physical threat, there is a higher chance you win that final immunity, which means me getting to final 3 or going to fire is dropped dramatically.
Exactly.
I want to have a little bit more chance of winning that final immunity, and if there is a challenge beast, I lose that power. It's not technically that they're definitely going to win the game. What it is they're going to control those final crucial votes.
That's right.
When there's less people.
I don't get a chance at immunity while he's around. That's the big question here.
And if he's always getting it, he's in more control, especially when you get to those few numbers where people start to think, just because I got the necklace, I control where the votes go and people follow it across.
And I think, from the tribal, I think Aaron was really aware that, you know, look, I've just won back-to-back immunities. This is the first time that I don't have the necklace. That's an opportunity for him, and he said that, you know? He said that's an opportunity for him.
He knew his numbers on the wall because, you know, 2 back-to-back, you don't lose, you miss one, there's a big chance you're going home next.
Absolutely.
Possibly should, and I believe everyone, if they didn't, should have been looking for an idol on that second beach.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Possibly could have been there, just because it was a great twist.
Well, the funny thing is, as you said previously, on the other beach, the only reason it was found was because Noura annoyed the hell out of Karishma.
Yeah.
Right? Otherwise, that wouldn't have been found.
People also get into that sense of just because one idol has been played, there's only one out there.
Exactly.
But there are like moving to a different location. There could be one there.
There could go look.
You know, there could be, or at least an advantage. There could have been something there that I don't think was capitalized on. But I would have been hunting down.
Absolutely.
But yeah, there's not really much to talk about. I do like the twist, though. I do like the fact that we're splitting the tribe into 2. You are going to separate places, will not talk to each other, no chance to strategize. It's all out of your control.
Exactly. I thought
that was great.
That's great, rather than having, you know, tonight, go back to camp tonight, you're voting off 2 people, and everybody gets to talk, and then they pick their one.
Or even we're splitting into groups, one group's voting, and one group gets to watch the tribal, but you're all getting to hang out at the same beach together. None of that.
None of that.
They walked in, see Aaron on the tribe, seeing Aaron on the jury, and then that's when they know.
Yeah.
I thought that was
really
terrific.
Cool. That's
really
great.
Cool twist. And the only other thing I really have to say is Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, yeah.
Jeff is just
it's
a
fantastic.
masterclass. Like, and when a legitimate thing for Missy to say, 2 African Americans, 1, and that's so rare because it also is very rare to have a large amount of African Americans on the show. You have a couple, but we've had quite a few, and it's been a very diverse cast, which has been very great as far as diversity goes. But a good thing to point out by Missy, but Jeff just took that absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely.
He went, yeah, cool. I hear that. Yeah. I possibly should have mentioned it. I was afraid that I didn't know which way I could go with that and what it could be perceived as.
Exactly.
But thank you for teaching me, and I'm learning as well. And I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, this
man would be an amazing Survivor player.
Never happened.
But I want it to.
Oh, I'd love to see Jeff in the season.
If
no,
they were
doing... vote him off first vote.
No, you couldn't.
It'd be like, it's Jeff, he's got to go.
Oh, no, you'd want to give him a shot.
No, that's the sort of thinking that'll get you killed.
You want to play with him. He'll get you fired. Cut him later on. Use him as the biggest shield you can get.
I'm happy for Jeff to stand there and say, Jack, you are the final survivor.
Yeah, I know, it'd be nice. But it'd just be nice. He probably doesn't want to. But like if the show ever finished, which I hope it never does, but if it did, the final season, I would love it to be him to get a chance to play.
Look, there's always the possibility the show will end, depending on demographics and such like. But I don't think it will, because it's the same sort of stuff that we find interesting in politics, that we find interesting in sports.
It's the concept of the microcosm.
And that we find interesting in any sort of field of endeavour is that there are different sorts of people, and we have people with good willpower, people with not so good willpower, and it's a bit of a mix of who wins and who doesn't. It's just a whole microcosm. Like,
it's just getting new. If Jeff ever wants to retire, we just need another good host, and they'd be training that up. Surely.
But if you ever want to know what goes on in a political party, watch Survivor.
Yeah, that's
exactly the deal.
That's it.
Because that is the heart of politics that you're watching right there.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. That's why I don't think it will end, because it has that constant thing that constant exploration of that, which we find fascinating.
Yeah, and that's why Jeff says I'm learning something new every single time, because I'm in this situation. I don't know what's going to come up. It could be anything. We never know.
You know, there's some Survivor seasons where we sit there and go, oh, that was a fairly average Survivor season. But I'm guaranteed I learned something, or watched something I'd never seen before, and go, oh wow, I never thought of that, or I figured that out, or something. Yeah. It's really interesting. That's about it, really.
I don't really have much else. It wasn't after last week's episode, we've just got a pretty cruisy episode with some interesting things and nothing much, heavy.
Well, look, I don't think that's true. I think, that
it was easy to talk about, easy to break down.
It was easy for us to break down, but the individual votes at the end of the day are going to have big impact next episode.
Yes, that's what we're going to look into.
That's what's going to be the big impact, because if they had stayed together, neither of those two would have been voted off.
Yeah.
Now they've been voted off because somebody saw an opportunity to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. That's going to change the dynamics when they all get back together.
Yeah, and that's next week will be fascinating.
Yeah. The after tribal talk, I think, will be very interesting.
Yeah, that will be great.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that wraps us up real nice, short and sweet after last week's mammoth episode.
How long?
I think we went for an hour and 20 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah. If you got through it all.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see you next week.